Welcome! This video is another kind of stitch which is also in the level 1 and we are actually going to show two, because the technique is pretty much the same, two stitches. One is going to be the seed stitch that you can see here. The other one is going to be the moss stitch. And the technique is essentially the same, it's just a matter of number. So I'm going to show you the design and how it looks when it's done. That's the seed stitch here that you can see, and that is how it looks in the moss stitch here. So for doing those two things, it's also same as the video that you might have seen on the ribs. It's also about playing with alternating knit and purl. So when we did the ribs, we did knit the knit, purl the purl. When you do the seed stitch, you're actually going to knit the purl and purl the knit. So here I'm going to start right after the ribs that I have started, and I'm going to show you the seed stitch. So here, as always, I slip the first stitch of my row. And here, if I look, and that's pretty easy to remember because you only have to look, the first one is a purl. So as we said, we knit the purl and purl the knit. So here it's a purl, I am going to knit this purl. And then alternating, I'm gonna purl the knit. And so on. So it's all about alternating between those two stitches, the knit and the purl, which are the basic ones, the first ones that you know. So the technique is the same, it's just about how you combine them and seeing that the combination of them makes different designs and texture. And now we have this first row of seed stitches. Okay. And now we're going to turn around and do the same. We need to look, knit the purl, purl the knit, slipping the first one, and here I have a purl, so I have this little bump, so here I am going to knit that one. Yarn in the back and I knit. This time I have this little V here, so I purl. And I knit, and I purl. And you can continue on and so forth for the section that you need to do. And I'm gonna do this one and two more so you can actually see how it looks, and then we'll transition to the moss stitch. And I knit the purl and I knit the last one as always. And we turn around. You can already see, if you look, that this is going to do this change here of design. So here we had some sort of stripes, if you want, like in a vertical way. And here we have those little seeds. And I'm gonna take a little more yarn and I'm gonna do another row. Slip the first stitch and now it's a purl, so I knit, yarn in the front, knit, it's a knit, looks like a V, so I purl and I knit, purl, I knit, and purl. And I finish here this one. So here you see there is a pattern on how you I need the last one. Okay, now when you do the moss stitch, it's not more complicated, but it's just on a basis of 2. It's also called the broken ribs sometimes. So what that means is for the first 2 rows, you're going to knit the knit and purl the purl, and then you switch. So essentially you start like ribbing, and then you swap to invert the columns of the V's and the purls. So I'm gonna do it here on this one and see how it looks, and we're gonna do a couple of rows on that. Remember, this time we are going to do like in ribbing, knit the knit, purl the purl, and then we'll switch. So first stitch goes away, slipping it. Here I have a purl, so I'm going to start purl the purl, okay, and knit the knit, purl the purl, knit the knit, purl the purl, knit the knit, purl the purl, knit the knit. Few more, almost there. And the last one, and we finish on a knit. Okay. And now I turn around. But this time, so I have 2 rows, and you can see here, it almost looks like the beginning of ribbing. But now we are gonna break this ribbing, and that's the moss stitch. So slipping the first one, and here you see we have 2 V's. So I purl the knit this time, and then I knit the purls and purl the knit and knit the purl. So basically when you knit in the flat, you do right side, wrong side for 2 rows as a rib, and then you basically swap, like if you were doing a seat stitch, you're gonna do 2 rows. Okay, and we knit the last one, and then we turn around and we slip, and then so it's the second row in that case, and we see we are going to knit this one and purl, because in that case we knit the knit and purl the purl. It is pretty visual to keep track when you knit the seed or the moss or the ribs, because you can really see at the base of your needle what you need to do. Okay. And we are going to finish here. And knit the last one. So you can see here, and this is why I wanted to show it to you this way, because it's all about knit and purl. But depending on how you combine them, the effect and the texture is different. So here, we did all the way, knit the knit and purl the purl, and this is ribbing. Here we have done alternating knit and purl all the way, and then we did it 2 by 2. Design saw a little bit different. You can see it even better here. You can see here the seat stitch, and you can see here the moss stitch, and this like broken rib effect that we have. And that's it for the seed stitch and moss stitch. See you in the next video.